What's up, though? Hold on, though. Sorry, guys. I always have these issues with the phone. Oh yeah, it's early. People are probably not going to be on, but that's all right. Who we got in here? Anyone? Does anyone care about what I have to say anymore? Does anyone? What up, G? What up, my G? What up, Philip Hayes? What up, John K? What up, Bradley Driscoll? What's crack-a-lackin'? Got 6 people up in the building. Up in the building. Well, boys. So I am about to go to my doctor's appointment, but I wanted to make this video quick to kind of give you guys an update with what's going on with me and my whole Suboxone thing. So if you read the title, it said allergic to Suboxone. Now, I looked up Suboxone allergies online, and online it says typically you break out in hives, rash, et cetera, et cetera. And mine, I don't know if it's necessarily an allergy per se, but it was making my throat swell up for the last 3 to 4 months, maybe even 4 to 5 months. And I don't know if you guys remember me saying that I was like, I have thyroid issues, this, that, and the third. Well, I finally stopped taking the Suboxone, and the symptoms instantly went away. So, and the reason I know it's the Suboxone, not just because of that, but because I was getting some of these symptoms like 4 years ago when I was on Suboxone. My throat would get all swollen up. I couldn't swallow my spit. And it just felt like there was a lump in my throat like all the time. And honestly, like, but this time it got so much worse than it's ever gotten. Like, my hair started thinning, stuff like that. My hair started thinning. Like I said, I couldn't swallow. My throat would be like swollen, and it would just be like ridiculously big. No, it's not an excuse for me to use again. No, but I have been taking Kratom, man. He said, I'm on methadone, and I know peeps think subs are better, but I don't. No, and I've always hated Suboxone. It's always made me feel terrible. The only reason I'm on Suboxone is because there are no methadone clinics in this area. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I may, honestly, like, as far as Kratom, Suboxone, or methadone, I think Kratom is way better than methadone or Suboxone because, like, Kratom is not, like, Kratom to me is not a drug. It's not this, like, strong opiate. It's not, I don't know what it is, you guys, but these Suboxone, bro, I've been telling people for years that this shit's poison. And it makes sense now because I would feel so shitty, like, throughout the years of being on subs, getting off subs, coming back on subs. Like, I would feel so terrible, and I couldn't put a finger on it. And like about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, I thought to myself when I was having these like thyroid issues, I was like, what if it's like my Suboxone? I even said it to my counselor. I'm like, what if I'm allergic to Suboxone? She's like, no, there's no way you're allergic to Suboxone. I'm telling you, bro, people, and this isn't the reason why I got that in my head is because I heard someone else from my treatment talk about being allergic to Suboxone or developing, more so your body developing a resistance slash, allergy, you could call it, or you could call it like, I don't know what the proper term would be to call it. I don't know. But I will say this. I do think Kratom is much better than methadone or Suboxone because I honestly, like, I've been off Suboxone for 8 days now. And like I do feel a decent amount of withdrawal symptoms, but at the same time, like I feel so much better. Like it's like a night and day difference. But the problem with that of switching to Sublocade, Philip, is that that's just another version of Suboxone. That's just the same thing, buprenorphine. So, so yeah, I'm hoping these health symptoms start to get better the longer and longer I get off Suboxone. Sorry, guys. Quit 15 years of methadone last December. Taking Kratom, it's so much better for me. Yeah, it's like Kratom is a much more forgiving substance, if that makes sense. Like, it's not gonna like block your freaking, intestines up. It's not gonna like cause all this crazy constipation and health issues. But I don't know that much about Kratom, so I don't really know for sure. But like, I'm just going based off how my body feels on methadone versus Suboxone versus Kratom. Um, I'd say Kratom is like a Suboxone light, if you want to call it that. Like, because Kratom, when ingested, Kratom itself is not an opiate, but when ingested, it kind of acts as a partial opioid and agonist or whatever. So it's kind of in a way similar to Suboxone because, Suboxone only covers half the receptor. Methadone covers the whole receptor. Kratom covers like, I don't even know if it's half the receptor, but it's partial. And I can tell the Kratom's a lot weaker than the Suboxone. Um, I don't know. I can tell that it's definitely not as strong. Kratom don't do shit for me. Last generation. It feels like gabapentin to me. Well, I've been taking gabapentin and Kratom, so I think this is my final step off the opiates is getting on, getting off gabapentin, getting off Kratom. I was thinking of using subs to get off fent, but I think I'll just cold turkey. I'm telling you, bro, like it's not even worth doing subs to get off fentanyl because I've said this before, like the new fentanyl that's around, it stores in your fat cells. You're gonna just feel like shit. You're gonna just take a Suboxone and it's not gonna make you feel any better. Like you might as well just sweat that shit out and do the natural way or take some Kratom, dude. Take a little bit of Kratom to take the edge off, like that's what I've kind of learned over the years is like, especially if you only used for a little bit, it's like don't take Suboxone for fentanyl withdrawals. Like it doesn't do anything to help fentanyl withdrawals. So, yeah, I don't know. Suboxone is a weird drug, man. It's a very weird drug. Like I I truly think that they should just prescribe opiate addicts low doses of opiates. Like give opiate addicts Dilaudid, give them oxycodone. And I know that sounds counterintuitive, but I mean, really, at the end of the day, like an opiate is an opiate. Like your body really doesn't. I mean, obviously there are differences, but I mean, these long-acting opioids, they've been shown to be more harmful than regular opioids. Like they really are. Um, like methadone and Suboxone, they just stick in your body for so long. They absorb into your muscle tissue, your bone, all that type of shit, bro. And like that, I don't know. I just like, I don't feel like they're as healthy, if that makes sense. Like, whereas, like, let's say a fentanyl addict, let's say, okay, we're going to prescribe him 50 8 milligram Dilaudids a month, or whatever the case may be, maybe more, maybe less. Um, and then you say it to that person, okay, you take these Dilaudids every so often, blah, blah, blah. And I know people think that sounds crazy, but it really doesn't matter whether you're on Dilaudid, whether you're on oxycodone, whether you're on, I mean, obviously shooting dope isn't, I'm not saying shooting dope's good, but I mean, really at the end of the day, the only reason why I shouldn't say the only reason, but the main reason why people's lives become so fucked up on dope is because there's a short supply of it, and when you run out, you can't get to work. When you run out, you can't function. So it's basically like when you run out of dope, your life just kind of stops. Or for me at least, like I know when I run out of dope, or when would run out of dope, my life would just like I would just stop dealing with things. I would just lay in bed. I wouldn't go to work, and eventually the time is gonna come. I don't care how many plugs you got, how much this, how much that. The time's gonna come where your dude doesn't answer, he gets busted, you run out of money, and you're not gonna be able to get to work on time. But you know, not much, Righteous Monkey. What's up, man? Just telling these guys how I developed an allergy from or I developed a Suboxone allergy, for lack of a better term. I don't know what's happening, but all I know is the Suboxone was causing my thyroid to be inactive. Like it was causing hypothyroidism, which means that your thyroid is not producing enough hormones, TSH hormones, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, so basically, like, because I was having these health problems for the last like 4 or 5 months, and this has happened to me not as serious like when I was on Suboxone the last time, but I would get these weird like throat things, and it would be right around my thyroid, and I'd get like it's just very hard to explain, but like lack of energy, depression, like bags under my eyes, and I was wondering like what is going on? Like why does Suboxone make me feel so shitty? Like every time I've been on Suboxone, it's made me feel just terrible. It's a personality drainer. It's just makes me feel physically ill. Um I don't know, Righteous Monkey. I don't know, because it happened to me the last time I was on Suboxone 4 years ago. But this time, like I said, it was getting worse. And this time, like my hair was thinning. No energy, achy muscles, like throat felt full. I couldn't swallow my spit. And like my hair was getting so thin, you guys, where I started to think like I have cancer. I have a disease. Like I started literally thinking this shit. And then last week, like 8 days ago, I finally was like, dude, I kept saying to my counselor, I think I'm like allergic or reacting poorly to the Suboxone. And I was very scared to come off of it because I've been on some kind of maintenance drug for the last 6 years, right? Except, yeah, except minus like 90 days when I was in jail. I've been on Suboxone, methadone, or dope, one of the three. So to say the least, I was very scared. So anyways, I try it, and I try it with Kratom, right? And honestly, like I'm lucky that I was on such a low dose of Suboxone, because it's been 8 days, and honestly, like I definitely feel it. Like I feel like my muscles ache, low energy. But in another sense, it's like the creative sparks coming back, like my brain's lighting up, if that makes sense to you guys. Like my personality is like coming back, and like I feel kind of like a normal person again. However shitty I do feel, I do feel a lot better in a lot of ways. So I mean, my theory is I have just been on maintenance drugs for so long that it's suppressing my body's natural hormone function, or whatever the case may be. And I think like it finally just got to a point where like it completely shut my hormones down or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I don't know. And I know it was the Suboxone too because it was like literally within like one day of me quitting. It was like I was like, whoa, like I feel way better. Like it was just like instantly. And then I quit cigarettes and da 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 da. So I'm back into making healthy life decisions, um, coming up on 3 months at the sober house, working a little bit, working at the gas station, um, living the dream, you guys. That's why I haven't been making videos as much lately because I'm kind of acclimating back into society and like just kind of like being a responsible person, doing normal things that an adult does, which I know sounds stupid, redundant, et cetera, et cetera. But especially when you're coming off hard drugs, just the mental aspect of like going to work, doing this, doing that, like taking care of the things you need to take care of. Like it's a very, even though I've done it before in my life and I've been responsible in certain parts of my life and I've had decent jobs, I've had good things going on, but the thing is once you relapse and then you go through withdrawal again, when you go through withdrawal again, you have to teach your brain, you have to reteach yourself how to like do all that shit again. So yeah, it's basically just me getting comfortable doing normal shit again, building the relationship back with my girlfriend and stuff like that because man, I did a lot of damage when I relapsed. Just things I did, shit I said, and I wasn't just trying to jump right back into YouTube and like make all these videos and pretend like everything's okay because at the end of the day, like everything wasn't okay, um and it's just you can only fake the funk for so long. You can only put on a fake smile for so long. Sometimes you gotta, sometimes you gotta know, like if you're a YouTube, if anyone on here does YouTube, like if you don't feel like making a video, don't make a video. You don't want to get into that routine where you're making videos just to feed the machine and you're just day after day. And then because then your content is going to become really boring after a while and it's just going to be like inauthentic. It's not going to be the best version of yourself to make videos. And the thing with YouTube, you want to make more quality over quantity. You don't want to just pump out a bunch of lame ass videos. But you guys don't even know how many videos I've deleted because I just would watch it and I'd be like, "Whoa, that's." And there's probably still a lot of videos that I should delete, But and I do want to start making like edited videos and funny videos and da 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 and Daniel from Veterans with Anxiety hit me up. We're gonna do some videos. What up, Fentanyl Anonymous, Florida Man Dan. But yeah, we should all make videos more together, you guys. It's just fuck. I just haven't had the energy. Honestly, that's been the main thing. Is like my energy's just been fucked up since I got off Suboxone. Actually, well, it's gotten better. It's weird. It's like certain aspects it's better, certain aspects are worse. Like it's just more natural, and so I don't know. I don't know how the jump from sub to kratom and then kratom to nothing. I don't know how that's gonna be. I'm gonna have gabapentin to come off the kratom, but I'm yeah, I'm gonna have gabapentin to come off the kratom. And then coming off the gabapentin, that's going to be a whole nother trip. But I'll tell you the root of a lot of these issues started when I started coming off benzos. That's really when my health started deteriorating and I started feeling really shitty. So who knows? Some of this could be benzo related. Some of that, like at this point, it's just like what came first, the chicken or the egg? Like I literally don't know. Um, Let's do it. Sorry, guys. I just got to run into this cab real quick.